There are certain stories that leave a permanent mark on a community. Stories that aren't just about crime or justice, but about loss, connection, and the questions we may never have answered. This is the story of Samantha Woll, a woman who gave her life to building bridges between faiths, only to have her own life tragically taken in a way that has left us all searching for answers. Samantha Woll was a well-respected community leader. She was a symbol of hope for many in Detroit, working tirelessly as the president of the historic Isaac Agree Downtown Synagogue, a role she took on with passion and purpose. Her work didn't stop there. She was known for bringing Jewish and Muslim communities together, creating dialogue, and fostering understanding at a time when the world felt more divided than ever. But on October 21st, 2023, Detroit was shaken by an event that no one saw coming. Samantha was found outside her home in Lafayette Park, fatally injured. The community that she had spent her life strengthening was left in shock, confused, and searching for a motive. At first, fear spread through Detroit. The timing of the murder, coming just after the eruption of the Hamas-Israel conflict, raised immediate concerns about anti-Semitism. Could this have been a hate crime? Was Samantha targeted because of her faith and her work with the Jewish community? But investigators were quick to rule that out. There were no signs that Samantha's death was motivated by hate. So what happened? As the investigation unfolded, more questions began to arise than answers. One of the first leads came from an unexpected place: Samantha's ex-boyfriend, Jeff Herbstman. In November 2023, Jeff suddenly confessed to her murder during what was described as a panic attack, but his confession quickly unraveled. Jeff later retracted his confession, claiming it was the result of an adverse reaction to medication. Investigators ruled him out after careful review. Still, his brief involvement cast doubt and confusion on an already mysterious case. Months passed with little progress. That was until December 2023. Police arrested Michael Jackson-Bolanos, a man who claimed he had stumbled upon Samantha's body while breaking into cars near her home. His story: he wasn't the killer, he just found her. But that story didn't sit well with investigators. Blood from Samantha was found on Jackson-Bolanos' jacket, and his accounts of that night kept shifting. Was he lying to cover his tracks? Or was this just a case of being in the wrong place at the wrong time? In June 2024, Michael Jackson-Bolanos went on trial. The evidence painted a complicated picture. While he was acquitted of premeditated murder, the jury deadlocked on two crucial charges: felony murder and home invasion. The prosecution argued that even if he hadn't planned to kill Samantha, his actions that night were connected to her death. But the jury just couldn't reach a unanimous decision. For Samantha's family, the trial was another painful chapter. In this tragedy, justice felt just out of reach. Jackson-Bolanos was, however, convicted of lying to the police. But the bigger question remained: Who really killed Samantha Woll, and why? Her murder has left us grappling with deeper questions about faith, community, and the fragility of life. And as the legal case continues, with the possibility of a retrial, her family and all of us are left waiting, hoping for closure that may never come. As of today, the investigation into Samantha Woll's murder remains open. Her family and the Detroit community are still seeking justice, and you could help. If you or someone you know has any information, no matter how small it may seem, please contact the Detroit Police Department. It could be the missing piece that brings her family the closure they deserve. Today, Jackson-Bolanos awaits sentencing for lying to the police, but the cloud of suspicion around Samantha Woll's murder remains. With a jury deadlocked, prosecutors have the option to retry the case on the unresolved charges. Will we see a retrial, or will Samantha's death remain one of those tragic mysteries that never fully finds resolution? One thing is certain: Samantha's story is far from over. If you found Samantha's story as moving and heartbreaking as I did, share this video, keep the conversation going, and help us honor her legacy of peace and justice. Together, we can ensure that her voice continues to be heard. Until next time, take care.